I love comic book movies. That's right, Martin Scorsese. I said it. I love comic book movies. And of course I do. I'm 25 years old. Comic book movies have been the big thing my entire life. That's like asking a 25-year-old in the 60s if they like Westerns. But comic book movies haven't always been the most popular. They used to be just Batman or Superman movies, and that was it. The general opinion of comic book movies in the previous century was it was nothing more than a genre for kids. In all fairness, based on the other comic book movies of that century, this was a valid opinion. The first Marvel movie to be released in theaters was Howard the Duck. How did that go? Really swung for the fences there, huh, George?
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Especially in the 90s, comic book movies were in the trash, with movies like Spawn having John Leguizamo do this.
In my thighs.
Funny, he's our man. If he can't kill him, no one can. Yay, funny. S to the T to the A to the war. S to the T to the A to the R. Goes funny, goes funny.
And Steel with Shaquille O'Neal having Richard Roundtree say this.
Well, I'll be dipped in shit and rolling breadcrumb.
That's actually an incredible line. And the final nail in the coffin.
The Iceman cometh. I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy. Everything freezes. You are not sending me to the cooler. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Batman and Robin's been dogged on for the past 27 years. There's really nothing else I can say that hasn't already been said. So comic book movies are dead at this point. What is it that brings it back to life? A lot of people will say Blade. Understandably so, but the general audience didn't even know that was based off a comic book. Was it the original Spider-Man? I love that movie, but it's super campy. It would not have been made without the success of the film that really revived the comic book movie.
It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
So how does this movie begin? With a giant action set piece or probably some crappy exposition dump? No, it begins with the Holocaust. This opened a wave of successful comic book movies like Spider-Man, Batman Begins, and Iron Man. The opening of the first X-Men shows you that these comic book movies can't only be great, but they can be taken seriously too. And a lot of Hollywood producers will tell you that. Being based off a comic book is not a genre. That's like saying all baked goods are cookies. No, we got muffins, we got breads, and we got cakes. Each and every comic book movie has its own genre. Logan is a neo-western. The first Ant-Man is a heist film.
If you can help me, I promise I can help you be with your daughter again. Now, are you ready to redeem yourself?
Absolutely. My days of breaking into places and stealing shit are done. What do you want me to do?
I want you to break into a place and steal some shit.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier is a 70s political thriller.
Who else knows about your wife?
Just my friends.
The Batman is a crime noir film.
Even with the rain, hidden in the chaos is the element, waiting to strike like snakes. But I'm there too.
Aquaman is pure fantasy. Deadpool is a romantic comedy.
Rough childhood.
Rougher than yours. Daddy left before I was born.
Daddy left before I was conceived.
Ever had a cigarette put out on your skin?
Where else do you put one out?
I was molested.
Me too. Uncle.
Uncles. They took turns.
I watched my own birthday party through the keyhole of a locked closet, which also happens to be
your
my
bedroom. Lucky, I slept in a dishwasher box.
You had a dishwasher? I didn't even know sleep. It was pretty much 24/7 ball gags, brownie mix, and clown porn.
The Dark Knight is a crime drama, and I mean, by God, it's basically Heat, but with Batman.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. But when they don't, they'll cast you out. Like a...
And now that we've been face to face, if I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But I'll tell you, if it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow.
We're not so different, you and I.
For this exact reason, I don't think comic book movies are ever going to die out. I know we've hit a little bit of a dry spell lately with some really bad comic book movies like Ant-Man 3, Morbius, and Madam Web.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
That'll never not be funny to me. But we've also had a lot of great comic book movies come out lately, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Shang-Chi, The Suicide Squad, and The Batman. I don't care what anybody says, this is a good one too. For me personally, comic book movies seem like they have an even brighter future than ever before, with movies like Deadpool and Wolverine looking to make $240 million opening weekend, Joker 2 being a jukebox musical, and the new Superman movie coming out next year looking to bring back the hopeful optimism that was in the Christopher Reeves movie, which has been missing not only from comic book movies, but movies in general. Comic book movies will never die because their stories are so wildly different from one another. But more importantly, I think they're never going to die because of the way they affect us. They make us laugh.
Pizza time.
They make us cry.
Go. Go. Don't be what they made you. Laura. So, this is what it feels like.
They keep us on the edge of our seats.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on. Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Most importantly, they bring a lot of film fans together. There are few things I enjoy more in this world than going to the movies with a packed and excited crowd. Avengers Endgame is not my favorite of the Avengers movies, but this moment is probably my favorite movie-going experience I've ever had in my life. This is the reason movies are made, to take us to another world, to take us on a journey, to give us an experience, to make us feel like a hero. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you at the movies.